So finally I feel like doing my video on all of the vintage things that I have that are my grandmother's, that were my grandmother's. Now I have just a few things and unfortunately I don't have more than that, but it's a long story which I won't get into. And well, before she died, she gave me two of her mega like important dresses for the evening, so I was happy about that, and some handbags. And I know that she has much more than this, not to talk about the jewelry, but unfortunately I can't have it. So, and that's a shame, because you know, I would wear them like I wore these dresses and these things that you're gonna see now. I wore them all and I like love them all. They're wonderful. So it might be two videos, I don't know, because I want to take my time. Anyways, let me just start out by saying that my grandmother was a very classy, very you know, posh lady, and she was a noble woman, and she was very tall. She had very dark blonde hair with blue eyes, and she was just very elegant, had a very high-end life, went to the theater in Milan. There's a famous theater called La Scala. She used to be one of those women, and all of her clothes were made by Lorenzo Riva. Now Lorenzo Riva does high fashion in Rome. He started out doing wedding dresses, and he still does. He's still alive. Wedding dresses, and I had the chance to meet him when I used to work in Milan for a textile company. They did like textiles for high-end, like haute couture. So one day I was in the company and Lorenzo Riva came in, and I told one of my, actually I told my boss, I said, can you go and tell him that I am so-and-so's granddaughter? And so when he found out that I was the granddaughter of, you know, Piera so-and-so, he came in and he was like so happy to see, I can't believe it, and he was like, had only nice things to say about my grandmother. He said, oh, your grandmother was one of my first clients. She was so elegant, such a lovely lady, and so classy, and just like, and then he told me a story that I loved. My grandmother used to, in the 50s, when Lorenzo Riva was just starting out, by the way, Lorenzo Riva has his atelier in Monza, and that's where I was born, Monza, and that's where my grandmother used to live. And so one day, he didn't have, his like helper wasn't there, and so he had to go and give my grandmother his dress that she had ordered. Everything is obviously handmade. So his helper wasn't there, so he went on his own to actually like deliver the dress to my grandmother. And so when he rang the doorbell, the maid, like a butler maid type, opened the door, and she thought that Lorenzo Riva was the delivery boy. So she said, oh, thank you, and gave him like 20 cents or something. I don't know. And he was like telling me about it, how he was so amused at this, that this cleaning lady had given him back in the 50s. So 20 cents was a lot at that time. Anyways, he was telling me how amused he was that the cleaning lady thought he was the delivery boy. And anyways, so Lorenzo Riva, you can check out his website that I'll put in the bottom bar. And he does the most exceptional dresses. So the dresses I'm going to show you now and all the accessories are from Lorenzo Riva from the 50s and 60s, so they're original. Let me just start off. This is like part one, and then you can watch like all the rest in part two. So let me start out with the accessories. So this I already showed in my purse collection. It's a purse for the evening. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, and I wore this to my brother's wedding. Inside it's green satin, and it goes with And it goes with this dress. Now, there's a skirt. This is all lace, and inside it's like made very, very well. I mean, like, you don't make things like that. People don't make things like that anymore. So this is the lace. It's like a deep, deep green, forest green. Here it's called bottle green. And then the top, this is the top. And the sleeves are 3/4 sleeves. And this is how they are. So this goes with this outfit. Now, like I said, I wore this at my brother's wedding, and the skirt goes right below your knee. This purse, okay, inside it has a little mirror. I think I have to go faster. Goes together with another dress that she gave me. So this is the purse, and this is the watch that I wore it with. This is also my grandmother's watch. The here inside, it's like salmon color with all like diamonds around. Okay, and this I wore to my prom. Now, I was 16, I was in Montreal, and I wore all this to my prom, and I had my makeup done at MAC, so I was like the most elegant girl, young lady there. You can just imagine. Like this. This is the first piece, and it's the bustino, basically, and it's a long skirt. So it would go like this, okay? This is the dress, and of course inside, I mean, look how well made it is. Okay, so this goes under. This is all lace, and it goes right over that dress. This is the neckline, and this is the back. So you can see it here together. So under this one and over this one, the watch. On top of that, it has, this is called the bollerino. So it has buttons. You can see the buttons. And it's the same colored lace, obviously, and it's short. And it goes right out over. And then it has a huge, look how long it is. It just goes to the floor, which is a shawl, and it goes around your shoulders. So I had it, I wore it. Look how huge it is to cover your shoulders. So this is it. And it goes all together. So I think I was pretty elegant with all of this, with the watch and everything, the shawl, the jacket and everything. Then I wore them for a while, and then I stopped that evening. There's the gloves that go with it, okay? These are the gloves. They're 3 buttons, mother of pearl, I think. And let me just show them to you. Ladies had like smaller hands back then, because my grandmother was taller than me, and it's just like, this was it doesn't even go up. I mean, I'm not skinny, I know that, but neither was my grandmother too much, but it doesn't fit. Well, it fit me when I was 16, but not anymore. So anyways, so that was everything. The glove, the jacket, the shawl, the lace was that. I have other gloves, which these are leather, but these are also part of another dress that I don't have. Now these are the tiniest things ever. I cannot fit into these gloves. And I would like for you to understand, and I don't know how to describe it to you, how soft this leather is. First of all, it's leather, but when you touch it, it feels like velvet. So it's just undescribable. These other little white gloves, and made of the same leather. And yeah, I mean, I would never wear these. First of all, they don't fit me. Look, they don't fit me. I don't know what the hell they had, but they were just smaller back then. And secondly, like, you can just dirty them in 2 seconds, really.